guys, this is David with Relic Arms. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. Just wanted to bring you a really short video tonight. Got a cool project, I'll just tell you about it. Got a cool project in this week that we started working on, and got to researching and realized that there was no information and this needed to be a video. So here we are. What we've got, some people may be familiar with it, is the it's called the KS-47. It's a Palmetto State Armory hybrid build, we might say. It's basically it's a AK-47 variant or hybrid with a AR upper or AR style upper. It just so it's 7.62 by 39. It's a really cool idea. It's a cool little gun. Oops, I said the G word on YouTube. But this is not a gun. This is just a lower for YouTube. This is not sad we have to be this way, but anyway, let's get back to the topic. So got a request this week to outfit this unit with an FRT trigger. So what I'm about to show you will work with any cassette type trigger. So if it's a drop-in trigger and you want to upgrade your KS-47 to a match style trigger, if it's an AR platform trigger, this method will work for you guys with KS-47 platform. So what the problem is, so let me not get ahead of myself. So, you know, obviously, AR style upper, AR style mil spec trigger group, trigger control group, but AK-47 mags. So, so what they've done is it's a totally redesigned lower. Let me change this so you can see it. So a totally redesigned lower and interfaces with your standard AK-47 style mags. Really cool, but it adapts to a 7.62 by 39 AR style upper. So what we wanted to do was put an FRT trigger in this bad boy, which there'll be a video about that. This video is just going to be about what we had to do, what mods we had to do to make that a possibility for our customer. And then we'll do a video showing the fun too, if you guys want to. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I'm sure we'll get some action there. But so this is, I mean, pretty typical, just like your AR-15, you know, as far as the milled out area for the trigger group. But what's different is the mag release. The mag release on these AK variants is right here in the front of the control group pocket. So it's at the back of the mag well. So what you've got is this little lever here, and when installed, the lever protrudes into the trigger cavity and did not allow enough, when pivoted, it didn't allow enough movement or throw, so to speak, to release from the mag properly. So step one is we had to take and mill off, I'd say a little less than 1/8 of an inch along this face. It was not doing anything. It's on the back side of the see if you can see it better. It was really on the back side, on the inboard side of the mechanism. So I mean, it didn't interface with the mag, didn't change anything. So basically all I did was take about, I don't know, 100 thousandths or so off of this face to create enough throw, because now this is, if you think about it, this has to, it's installed like this, and to pull the lever, it was rocking in and making contact with the cassette, this drop-in trigger cassette. So I didn't want to. I've seen another video, and hey, it worked. The guy, not knocking him, I mean, but he removed material on the trigger itself, and I just didn't want to do that no more than I had to. So we opted to mill off the back side of the lever here. Now that brings up a point. To remove this lever, OMG, this this pin that holds this lever in, it was so tight we had to heat this boss. So what we found out is, after we got this pin out, I realized that this thing is a loose fit, or a floating fit, I'll call it, on the left side, but this right side boss is a press fit. So that's how that was retained. So that, knowing that now, if you, just for you guys who have never done this and you're gonna do this, you need to remove this pin from the right side out the left. So knock it out from the right to the left, right to left. Just remember that, because it's retained on this left side, and it's not a press fit on the left side. So you're gonna knock it out from right to left. That'll help you. And we had, like I say, we had to apply some heat with a little pinpoint butane torch. I got one of those little pinpoint torches, and we just applied a little bit of heat right there and just worked at it easily with a nice block and a nice, use good tools, use a good punch, because it was, man, it was tight. So once we got that out, that's going to be your hardest thing as far as doing. But hey, let's do it right. So I wanted to remove this lever and remove my material from there. The other thing is this spring that rides in this lever, like this right here. Let's see if you can see. This little piece right here turns and runs on the floor of our, let's see if I can get it where you can see it. Runs on the floor. Can you see that? Yep. There we go. On the floor of the trigger control group pocket. So that was an issue too, because the cassette wouldn't set down in there far enough. So here again, what we had to do was do a little modification, and this time we did mod the bottom of the, we just milled a trough on the bottom of the cassette, trigger cassette, and there was plenty of thickness here, not jeopardizing anything structurally. But we milled a pocket there to interface with that spring, so that that leg had a place to sit, and the trigger control group could drop all the way in and seat in the bottom of our, you know. So that, in a nutshell, is what we had to do to make this bad boy work in this. And like I say, this method will work for any drop-in, for my knowledge. I mean, there may be a case where, I'm not going to say any, but most the drop-in trigger groups I've seen, this method would work to allow you to put a higher quality drop-in trigger or FRT or whatever, you know, in this thing, because this is going to be a fun little gun, I ain't gonna lie. So once we done that though, it allowed this, I'll just show you, I'll just mock it up here. once we done that, it gave us enough, so that's how it's run. Just know that it's going to have a spring there. So it's locked in, and then actually it's locked in with it to the back, and then when it's spring loaded, you just, and she rolls out. But you gave it that throw back that it needed. Whereas before I done that, this thing was pinned back, and like it wouldn't, like about that much movement right there, and it was hitting the trigger inside. I'm like, oop, that is not going to work. So that's what we did. Let me get back up here. So that's what we did. Very confident it's going to work. We're going to put this thing back together. I'm not going to do that on video because, you know, YouTube don't like it. But thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit. I know that wasn't going to be a very long video, but I just wanted to explain that and just show you, because I know I looked and looked and looked, didn't really see much information. KS-47, this is the Gen 2, so it's got the over insertion tabs. It's on the upper, actually, right here. Gen 1 did not have these over insertion tabs right there. See that? So that, and you could actually over insert the magazines, where the Gen 2s have those tabs right there milled into the upper. So that shouldn't be a problem. We're going to get this thing built and go hang out with the customer one day and run it, get it dialed in, run it through its paces. But I'm assuming there'll be some buffer work, buffer tube and spring work maybe to get it running right, just like these FRTs are on a lot of ARs. But that's going to wrap it up for tonight. But I just wanted to show you guys that, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the content. Just like and subscribe and share. It really help us out, because we're ramping up to do this full time. It's our livelihood. So, but the videos are not. But the videos are to help you guys. But appreciate you guys and love you. I know you're all like family to us. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Have a good one.